What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for stopping through here. Jay Hunter Lee here. We did not do our Monday Motivational Power Talk last night. Busy schedule. I will tell you why. Just give me a moment, and we're going to get into our talk for today. Okay, so let's get it. Well, if it's going to be, it's up to me to fulfill my dreams and possibilities with dedication and motivation to inspire thousands from all nations. When times are tough and breaks you down, just smile with toughness and rebuild from the ground. During tough times, adversity is a lot. Just remember, time flies, but you are the pilot. What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for stopping through. This is our makeup for not having our Monday motivational power talk on last night. You know, we do that every Monday at 5:30 p.m. now, not 9 o'clock, but 5:30 p.m. because I have school and everything that starts at 7 o'clock on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So Mondays is out for the 9 o'clock time. So we pushed it back to 5:30. But I want to thank you guys for stopping through. Thank you, Quintina Lee, for stopping through. Always much appreciated. She always shares the videos as well. She shares it on Facebook as well as on YouTube. We do have those who are watching on YouTube right now. We have those who are watching on Twitch as well. You can download the Twitch app on your phone, or you can download it on your smart TV or on your Fire Stick. So those of you who are watching on Twitch right now, thank you guys for stopping in. Really, really much appreciate you. And of course, everybody who's watching on Facebook, my personal page, my business page on Facebook, as well as my group, the Tampa Bay Friends and Event Group, which is also on Facebook. Thank you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a little short story. This is real short before we get into our discussion as to one of the reasons why we did not do our Monday Motivational Power Talk last night. Listen, this weekend I had a blast. I was out on this tiki tour boats. You know, me and 11 other friends, we was out on the tiki tour boats. We had a good time. And the tiki tours takes us out to this sandbar in the middle of the coastal. The water comes up just about around to our waist, and took my phone off my hip, put it on, left it on the boat, jump into the water on the sandbar, not realizing that my car keys, everything was in my pocket. So we having a toast. I mean, I was out in the water for at least a good 20 minutes, having a toast, drinking. I'm smoking my cigars. Many of you have seen my picture when I'm standing out in the middle of the coastal with a cigar in my hand and a champagne glass in the other, and not realizing and forgetting all about the fact that my key is electronic because I drive a Mercedes. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't think about it until after the fact. So about 2 hours later, we off the boat, we sitting down at this cigar bar and another bar that's attached to it, smoking cigars, having a few drinks. I'm drinking a raspberry white tea. They know me there, so they always fix that drink for me just about every time I walk up. So we say, okay, we're gonna go to another spot now. So I gets up, hit the unlock button because we happen to be sitting right in front of where my car was parked when we was at the bar after the tiki tour boats. I'm like, okay, it's not working. What's going on with my key? So I said, oh my God, my key was in the water. So I took the little emergency key out the key fob, unlocked my door, the alarm flashing on the car and everything because I didn't use the key fob. Turn the key, would not turn, right? I said, okay, I need to drop the key. So I took the board out the key, going to the male restroom. Yes, Ms. Lofton, it was crazy. I go into the men's restroom where they have the power dryer. They go woo, real fast. So I took the board, trying to dry the board out, put the board back in my key fob, still wouldn't work, still wouldn't turn. I said, okay. So by this time, this is already in the evening. It's starting to get dark. So I'm sitting out there. You know, I had a friend of mine who sat out there with me the entire time because I told everyone else to go ahead and go. Don't worry about it. I'll get it. I'll be okay. So one friend stayed behind and just made sure that everything was fine with me and everything. And listen, folks, I'm out there until like 4 o'clock in the morning before I actually got a tow truck. Now, mind you, I could have been gotten a tow truck, but what I wanted to do was get the locksmith to come and just program me a new key first. I get on Google and look at all these whole list of locksmiths, and they all say it's 24 hours. But when you call them, all you get is a voicemail. Ain't nobody, they say 24 hours, but that's a false advertisement for most of them. Folks, let me tell you something. Up until 4 o'clock in the morning, I just went on and got into my Geico app and car insurance app and just ordered me a tow truck. Tow truck came, towed my car home. And I like to park my car in the back because my carport is behind the house. So he couldn't, the tow truck was too big. We waited almost an hour for the tow truck. And I finally called them back. They said they canceled the tow truck because they said the tow truck's too big to go to the port, drop my car off in the port. I said, man, are you kidding me? I said, look, if you got 5 seconds to reroute that tow truck and send them to my car. Because then at this point, I'm frustrated. I'm dodging off, nodding off to sleep. So they end up sending the tow truck, drop my car off in front of the house. Wake up the next morning, I get a warning sticker saying my car got to be moved in 24 hours and all that stuff. So I had a locksmith at my house for 4 hours straight because my key wouldn't work and it did not start the car. So he took the key out and dried it, took the chip out the keyboard, the motherboard of the key fob, cleaned it up, reseated the chip, put the board back in the key fob, and finally got the key to start. The problem though was he couldn't turn the steering wheel once the key started because the steering lock was messed up. The steering lock was off track. So guess what happens, folks? He put a little box simulator and plugged it up to where the steering lock it plugs into and was able to start the car, but the steering lock's still on, so the car wouldn't. So all I can do is go forwards and backwards. I couldn't turn the car. So I'm like, oh, here we go again. So guess what? I had to get the car towed again yesterday. Towed it to my guy down there in Bay Pines, right over there by the VA. That's what guy who works on my car. It was all the way over there. He fixed the car, called me, said my car is ready, but I still need a new key. So I'm going to get a new key today, but I am going to go pick my car up shortly after this video. But folks, let me tell you something. Things happen for a reason. And I want to get into our discussion as I mentioned that, right? Things happen for a reason. Why do you get held up? Okay. There could be an event that could have taken place that you have no business being around. You don't know that you have no business being there. It could be car accidents, any type of catastrophe. You just have no idea what could occur if the universe just don't hold you up, right? So that's how I see that. That's the experience of knowing the natural laws of the universe and things like that, right? So I'm going to go pick my car up today. My car is working fine. My key is okay, but I'm going to replace it still so that I can have 100% full function of the key. So folks, as I mentioned this, I want to talk to you guys about something that's very, very important. So that's why, folks, we didn't do our Monday Motivational Power Talk last night because I was just too tired and I wanted to get some sleep. I had school classes coming up, that as well. So I wanted to get my sleep on, right? Get up this morning and just get it all done. So the car is done. I'll be picking it up. So listen, folks, I want to talk to you guys today about something very, very important. What is that? This COVID-19 unemployment. A lot of people have been staying home, refuse to go to work because they figure I can get more money sitting on my ass. And let me say that. And the reason why I say sitting on my ass, I say that for a reason, because literally that's what most people have done, sat on their ass. They did not prepare themselves for the time when this COVID-19 unemployment will be over with. They just sat on their ass, right? Want to be entertained. Don't do what's necessary to make themselves 2.0. Upgrade their skill sets. Upgrade their level of thinking. Do some type of study. Try to make themselves more valuable for a new job market. Most people didn't do that. And when I say most, I'm really saying most. And don't try to say, well, I know somebody. I'm not talking individually. I'm talking systematically. So a lot of people like to take a systematic issue and try to dim it down to individual. Like, oh, I know one person that's this. No, I'm not talking about one person. I'm talking about the masses, because the masses makes up the 97% of the population. 97% of the population works for the 3%. The 3% earns 97% of all the money, while 97% of the population only earns 3% of all the money. You guys see why that happens? These are the things as to why that happens. You say the rich get richer, the poor get poor, and it all boils down to one thing and one thing only. And that, my friend, is mindset. Now, I know a lot of you liberals don't like to hear that. You like to make other people responsible for your life, make other people responsible for whether or not you come out of poverty. That is 100% your responsibility. And let me say this to you. You will stay there. You will stay in poverty. You will stay broke as long as you keep blaming other people for it. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So I've discussed similar, well, not similar, but I've discussed this before when I talked about making yourself available. Why am I telling you to make yourself available on a higher level? Is because companies, and I said this before several times, that companies are now looking for more ways to do more with less. So if a company had 100 people before the pandemic, and then that company got affected during COVID, and then you had people who literally just went home and say, I can collect more money on sitting on my ass at home. Well, guess what happens, folks? You devalued yourself by doing that. A gentleman by the name of Zig Ziglar, you know what he said? He said, if you do more than what you're paid for, eventually you'll be paid more for what you do. And most people don't see that because they're not in the industry of self-help, personal development, business development. They're not in that industry, and I get it. But you have someone who's like myself who keep pouring this information out to you guys over and over and over and over again till it came to a point now that you folks didn't listen. Now it's coming to a point now where your ass is about to get chewed off. And it's going to not be chewed off by me. It's going to be chewed off by the marketplace. See, you got to do exactly what the marketplace asks you to do. And that is being committed to lifelong learning. Most people don't want to learn. That's a fact, folks. That's a fact. So listen, as I'm talking, I want you guys to do me a favor. Let's get these likes up, folks. Let's get these likes up. Come on now. Don't fake on me. Don't hate on me, man. Get the likes up, folks. I'm sharing information. Don't beat me up. Don't get mad. Don't start deleting me, because you can delete me all day, but you can't delete the facts. The facts still remains. So as I'm talking, come on, let's get these likes up, people. Come on, where you at? Get those likes up. Get those likes up. YouTube, Twitch, come on, let's get those likes, folks. Come on, YouTube and Twitch people. Let's get YouTube, get these likes up, folks. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So as I'm saying this, folks, I want you guys to think like a business owner right now. And I'm going to ask you guys a question, and you can answer that in the comments. If you're not an employer, let's say that you are. And those of you who are employers, just answer this question straight up. Would you rehire someone who cut out on you because they felt that they can make more money sitting at home? Would you rehire a person who do that? Yes or no? Put that in the comments. If you would, say, yes, I will rehire them. If not, say, no, I will not rehire them. I want to get y'all answers on that real quick. Now, think like a business owner as I say this. Don't think like an employee. Think like a business owner and answer that question. Would you rehire someone who cut out on you to receive more money for unemployment? Or would you rehire them? Or would you not rehire them? Put yes, I would rehire them, or no, I would not. There are no wrong answers. We just speaking on perspective at this point. Put that answer there, folks. I want you guys to answer that real quick. Real quick. Say yes, I would rehire them, or no, I would not. Think like a business owner. If someone cut out on you on your job, if an employee cut out on you on your job because they can get more money sitting at home. Okay. Quintina said no, she would not. She would not rehire them. She said she would not rehire them. So I'm gonna answer that question. I'm gonna ask that question again, folks. Would you rehire an employee who cut out on you to receive more money in unemployment benefits for during COVID, or would you not rehire them? Remember, think like a business owner and think about the value that people put on themselves in that respect as well. Because remember, in the beginning part of this video, I told you guys that your values, your self-worth speaks volumes because of the move you make. See, there are no shortcuts in life, folks, and this is about to be proven. And I got an article I'm going to share with you guys as we, in this video as well. There are no shortcuts in life. There are no shortcuts in life. And we just speak in perspective. And as a business person, I'm telling you exactly what I know. Exactly what I know. When I was a teenager, I used to work for a company called Enrico's. It was a pizza company. Okay. It was a pizza company. Ms. Lofton said she would not, because unemployment still costs me because I have to pay unemployment insurance. It showed me that they really didn't give a damn about my business or the growth of my business, because their absence hurt my progress. And that's a business owner. That's a business owner. And listen, if this person she's a small business owner. If this is how she's thinking, imagine how corporations are thinking, folks. Imagine how corporations are thinking. So let me revert back to my personal experience when I was a teenager. I used to work for a pizza company called Enrico's. They were serving pizza down in DC, in the place called the Washington Pavilion. Okay, they had a food court. And the pizza, I used to be the bus boy. I used to bust the tables at the pizza joint. I got tired of doing it. I didn't want to do it anymore. I thought I can do better doing something else, like playing music or something like that. I was a teenager. I had the life experience, right? So I quit. About a month or two later, I went back and tried to get my job again. The guy said, "Man, you left me hanging. I don't want to rehire you. I don't want you back." You understand what I'm saying? He said, "I don't want you back." Was I upset? Yeah, I was upset. Because as a teenager, I grew up in a Democratic town. So as I was young, I hear older people talk about how other people was responsible for their well-being. And that's not even true. But that was instilled in me as a child growing up, until I had to break out of that cycle of that mindset on my own. So I was upset. Oh man, he ain't trying to. But at the same time, I cut out on him first. I did not commit to him. Why should he show me the commitment if I did not show him the commitment? So even if I made more money elsewhere, why would I even go back to him when I've already burned that bridge? So folks, when you talk about rehiring people, think about this. Companies are not going to rehire you because you cut out on them. I don't care if it's McDonald's. I don't care if it's the Waffle House. I don't care what it is. They are not going to rehire you. That's just the bottom line. You might not like it. You might get mad at me for saying it. See, I think that's the problem. People know it's the truth. People know it's the truth, but they just get mad because it's me that's telling it. You know, right? I want to say hello to Erica Spotford, who's watching via YouTube. Thank you, Erica. Please share the video if you get a chance. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So listen. People are cutting out because I know, and I get it. Listen, money walk, bullshit, but money talks, bullshit walk. I know the term, I know the lingo, but see, all of these little sayings that you guys got out here, be careful, because some of them sayings don't really make sense. Some of these sayings will hurt you. So watch your philosophy. Watch your philosophy, folks. So and listen. And remember, I told you guys at least a year ago, I said, if this pandemic ends tomorrow, we're still going to be at least 18 months in a recession, at least 18 months. So guess what? Companies are regrouping. They're masterminding, because not only did they have a family to feed, but they have a business to run. And these companies are saying, you know what? This pandemic has shown me that I can do more with less. Corporation, office spaces. You're going to see a whole lot of office spaces up for lease. Why? Because companies are condensing their office space. Why? Because they developing positions where people can work from home. People can work from home. So with that being said, folks, office space is going to be available. Companies are downsizing in space. And guess what? Everybody can't work at home. So the people who are the least valuable are the ones who gets laid off first. And they will be the last ones if they make a decision to hire them back. In most cases, they will not hire you back because you cut out on the job. That goes across the board. So as I keep saying this, folks, I want you guys to take a look at something. I'm going to share an article with you real quick. We're not going to go through the entire article because we don't have a whole lot of time to do that. But I want to take you guys through an article. Very, very important article. I just came across this article just a couple of days ago. And I want you to look at the title of this, okay? I want you to look at the title of this. Matter of fact, let me make my screen. Let me make this screen bigger for you guys so you guys can see this, okay? I want you guys to really see this. I mean, really see this. This article, will unemployment benefits be extended again? Everything you need to know about federal benefits ending. And this was written by the USA Today on September the 8th. You guys see it, September the 8th right there, right? Check this out. Check this out. More than 7.5 million jobless Americans struggling to pay their bills will lose their extended unemployment assistance this week. So that means that's just about over. It's probably over with already. This was on the 8th, or is about to be over this week, marking the largest cutoff of unemployment benefits in history. The largest, folks. You see that? The largest in history. Okay? The cessation of federal benefits will also affect gig workers, caregivers, and independent contractors who traditionally aren't eligible to apply for unemployment. Come on, folks. The move comes as many states battle the surge of COVID-19 cases, and I believe that's based off of to me, that's based off fake science. That's just to support, they trying to sell a narrative. That's my position on that. So you don't have to have that same position. Well, with a long labor shortage in the United States, part due to ongoing health concerns. See, experts said that it's unlikely the federal government will extend benefits again. Unlikely. Unlikely. Unlikely, folks. Now, let me just, I don't make this shit up. Now listen, folks, how many of y'all have been hearing me tell you this for a long ass time? As a matter of fact, I've talked about this similar thing for years. But now we're at the critical stage that's happening now is really my prediction is coming to pass. I don't make this up. See, people gets upset with me not because, of my body of work. They get upset because I'm the one that have to tell you this. No one else is telling you this. No one else is going to help you prepare. Now, is this bad news? Of course it is. But it also can be a good thing because it's going to force you to do one thing. It's going to force you to, I call it the term Goya. You know the food Goya? The canned goods called Goya. Get off your ass. Right? So we're in a position where you have to learn. Now, see, here's the thing, folks. It's not rapid that you're going to just all of a sudden increase your self-worth. That's not rapid. You should have been doing that when they first gave it to you. Say, okay, if I'm going to get this unemployment, this COVID unemployment, let me take this time to re-educate myself, increase my value, find some other trades to get into so I can be ready for the marketplace. Why you should have done that? Because 97% of the population did not do that. Well, out of 97%, probably about a large number of them did not do that. So you've made yourself more valuable than the other 97%. And what happens? You'll be the first one who got some credentials to go back into a job interview and say you can do this job, where everybody else just sat around and ate, gained some freaking gained quarantine weight, played around with their ass, collect money, ain't do nothing with it but smoke weed, right? And then when the job market opens back up, that's what you think they're gonna do. They're gonna sit back there and bitch and moan because they ain't getting hired. And I'm telling you guys right now, companies are not gonna hire at 100% capacity as they did before. You know why? Because they're thinking, business owners and CEOs are thinking, we will not get caught with our pants down like that again. They will not hit us with another pandemic like that and cause us to lose a lot of money. Companies have lost billions of dollars, folks. Billions of dollars. Billions. So they're shaping up. They're becoming 2.0. They're making means to do things differently the next go around. But guess what? Majority of these employees have not done the same thing. So you're looking at a large unemployment, a very large unemployment. And if these benefits are gone, if you just get regular benefits, you're probably getting about $300 and $300 some dollars a week. That ain't no money. It's no money, folks. See, one thing you don't do is show the job market your ass to kiss. You never do that. I don't care how much money I could get in unemployment. I'm going to commit to the job. You know why I would commit to the job? Because I know that unemployment benefits don't last, but your job could last a hell of a lot longer with the unemployment benefits, especially if you're going to take the benefits and not upgrade yourself so you can come back and not have to work the same job that you work. You see, here's the thing, folks. If you go back into the job marketplace after these benefits end, and you go back into the job marketplace, and if you go back still looking for the same job you had prior to the pandemic, guess what? You wasted a whole year of your life. You ain't did shit. Nothing. If you worked in a Waffle House after your benefits then ran out over it from a year's time, and you still going back out looking for a job at the Waffle House, that is your fault. That is your fault. But if you worked at a Waffle House, you get your unemployment benefits over a year's time of getting it. You've been studying, you got your CNA, you got some certifications done, you even went into IT or cybersecurity. And when you come back into the job market, you got a shirt and a tie on looking to make $80,000 a year. You've upgraded yourself. You went from zero to hero. You understand what I'm saying, folks? But most people don't do that. They don't. They play in their ass and smell in their hand. That's all they done. You ain't got nobody to blame but yourself, folks. Yourself. You are 100% responsible for your life. This is why I keep telling you guys, stay away from these politicians who claim that you don't have nothing. Anybody who try to come and fight for you and tell you, oh, you need this, we're going to help you march. That's an insult. You should be looked at that as an insult. Because you don't want to stand up and do for yourself. You complaining about gentrification. Folks, let me share something with you right now. Your community is going to get gentrified. One reason, this is a quicker route to gentrification, is through poverty. Forcing poverty, where they're not forcing poverty on it, you're allowing it to happen. What is the acronym for poor? Passing over opportunities repeatedly. You had a whole lot of opportunities in front of you to try to get some schooling or some type of education, some type of training, but you did not do it. You failed to do it. See, I found in life that people don't fail because they don't know what to do. They fail because they fail to do what they know. All you had to do was do your diligence, do your training, find something else to do with yourself. You fucked around too long. And now the unemployment benefits about to end. And they done already extended from a few months ago. I had a video of this a few months ago telling you guys that, and they had just extended it. Here they are again about at the end of it, and you guys still bullshitting around. And to you folks, this message is not for you because it's not for everybody. This video is not even for you unless it wakes you the fuck up. This message is for those who are looking to do something better with themselves, with their lives, make more money, do what they can to earn more so that they can change the zip code, because your community is going to get gentrified. It's just going to happen a lot quicker now because they gave you something and made you enable. You sat on your ass, ain't did shit. And then when it's time for you to make a move, because see, companies have been making a move. They've been making power moves the entire time during the pandemic. You haven't. You sat around on your ass. My logo is going to be done today for my new company. I got another company I'm starting up and getting ready. And the new companies ain't generating income yet, but I'm positioning them to do that. 2 new businesses I've got started within the last 2 months. Get them prepared. That's why I'm in school now. See, my time is I'm taking my time. I took my ass to school online so I can get my cybersecurity credentials that I've started back in 2006, 2007. So now I'm finishing up. Ethical hacking, all this kind of stuff. But see, for me, I'm not doing this so I can go out and look for another job. I'm doing this so I can expand my business portfolio. That's the difference. Expand my business portfolio. And when my new company logo is done, guess what? I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna say, hey, new addition to my portfolio. That's exactly what I'm gonna say. But you guys have the opportunity to do the same. If you're in nursing, go back, get you some certification so you can make more money in your nursing field, whether it's CNA, I don't care what it is. Do something. Start selling dinner. If you can cook, you're an entrepreneur. Start selling dinners. You can sell. This pandemic was long enough for you to sell enough dinners to buy you a food truck. This pandemic was long enough. I want you guys to calculate the average cost of a dinner is what? $10, $12? $10 to $12? You can sell, if you sold 20 dinners a day, you see what I'm saying? That's $200 a day. You keep stacking that money, keep stacking it, or you can make sell 50 dinners. Depends on how hard you're willing to grind or how hard you're willing to hustle. This whole pandemic would have got you enough money to buy yourself a food truck. All you have to do is have enough down payment so you can finance it. Now you got your food truck. Now you can create a website. You create your website, letting people know where your food truck is going to be on certain days and certain hours. You can make some deals with some businesses, some clubs who don't sell food. Say, hey, man, I'll give you a cut if I can, sell food in front of your club. That's what this company do down this place called CJ's down on Treasure Island. It's a food truck down there every weekend. Tater tots and all kinds of stuff they selling. That's the entrepreneurial mindset. Now, I get it. Everybody don't have an entrepreneurial mindset. But you need to have some sort of entrepreneurial thinking, even if you're an employee, because you can't go back out there and look for the same job you got laid off from before the pandemic, or the same job you quit so that you get unemployment benefits. Can't go back out there like that, folks. You cannot go back out there, because if you are, a lot of companies ain't even gonna pick you up. And it's not because they mad that you left. They ain't gonna pick you up because you don't bring no value to a smaller, condensed workplace. And what do I mean by that? Companies are not going to hire 100% of those people no more. They're going to find ways to do more with less, which means they're going to hire less people, stack their profits, but these people that they hire that are less is going to be high value people. They're going to be people that can really help move that company, be the engine of that company. They're going to require more for people to come to do what you used to do when you were just there. It's going to require more. They're going to be more valuable people. And if you haven't gotten yourself up to be more valuable, there's no need for you. I know I'm sounding harsh when I say that, folks, but that is a goddamn reality. You have every opportunity to do what you need to do. Every opportunity to increase your net worth. But in order for you to increase your net worth, you got to first increase your self-worth. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. That's a fact. I'm not making this up. That's the marketplace. That's how the marketplace works. It works that way. Whether you're a business owner or an employee, I don't care which direction you decide to go. I don't care where you are in that regard. You still got to do Goya. You still got to get off your ass. Does not matter. Period. So back to this article, folks. And I'm going to cut it loose. So I'm going to cut you loose. Back to the article, and I'm going to cut you loose. Let me scroll down here a little bit. Expanded unemployment benefits have been a lifeline for millions, said Peter Hepburn, a professor of sociology at Rutgers University in New Jersey. They've helped families to keep food on the table, kids out of poverty, and rent paid. First of all, no unemployment benefit can keep you out of poverty. Let's just get that straight. But that's just what he said. It seems almost inevitable that losing these benefits is going to make life harder for a lot of people. And that is 100% correct. So 100% correct, folks. You see down here on the bottom, it says, are unemployment benefits ending? Yes, all pandemic unemployment benefits ended Monday on Labor Day. So, folks, that was their fucking Labor Day. I'm late. Okay, with no grace period to file beyond this date. Payments will be made through the week ending on Friday. See, so that means this past Friday, everybody got their money, their last money. At that point, many unemployed Americans will see their benefits cut by $300 a week. Cut by $300 a week. Now, let me ask you guys this question. And you guys heard it earlier in the article, it helped keep kids out of poverty, right? I want you guys to tell me, when has $300 kept anybody out of poverty? I'll wait. When has an extra $300 kept anybody out of poverty? You know why they said that? Let me tell you why they use that word, say it helped keep kids out of poverty, but now this is going to happen. Let me tell you why they did it. They selling a narrative. What is that narrative? The narrative to make you believe that what you were getting kept you out of poverty. And now that it's gone, now you got somebody to blame for it. That's why they're doing that, folks. That's how liberals operate. This is a liberal-based publication, the USA Today. To keep you to hold everybody else accountable except yourself. You can't hire people to do your push-ups for you. You can't expect people to go and get rich so that you can eat. That's socialism. Socialism don't work. You know why socialism don't work? Because that's not how the universe works. Those of you who follow the Bible, you religious folks, the Christian folks, the Bible said, man who don't work is not supposed to eat. If you're sitting on your ass and getting extra benefits, that defies against the laws of the universe. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So listen, folks, I got to get ready to cut out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast today. Hope you guys have gotten something out of it. If this video was helpful to you, please admit that by putting it in the comments and saying, thank you, this video has been helpful. Put that in the comments, folks. Thank you very much, Ms. Lofton. I really appreciate you. If this video has been helpful, please put that in the comments, say this has been helpful. And share the video. Share the video. If it did not help you, it's okay. It ain't for everybody. Like I said, it ain't for, if you one of those people who you just want to sit on your ass and then do nothing, this video ain't for you. So, but share it anyway, because this video may help somebody that you like, know, and you love. Okay, so please do that. Share the video. Furthermore, you guys can see scrolling on the bottom, you see my Cash App, $ J Hunter Lee. That is simply for a donation to the podcast. I don't ask for your money for me, for my personal reasons. I don't need your money. I'm okay with money. If you send anything over $20, I will decline it and send it back because I don't need your money. $20 or less, simply because all I do is keep money available to upgrade the podcast equipment, video, lighting, tripod, maybe laptop, things like something like that to contribute. You made a contribution to the podcast. That's all it is. I don't want your money, don't need your money, but I do ask you that you make a donation, a small donation to the podcast, $20 or less. Don't send me 40, 50, 60, $70 because I will decline it. I will send it back to prove to you I don't need your money. So $20 or less, folks, that's all I'm asking. Hash is $ J Hunter Lee. You can donate there. Furthermore, I want you to do me one last big favor. And that, my friend, is to sing like no one can hear you, dance like no one can see you, love like you've never been hurt, and live like it's heaven on earth. I'm Jay Hunter Lee. I love you, and the world needs you. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. So stop that damn texting and driving. Peace and blessings, folks, and I will see you again soon.